I've absorbed the powers of Gumball's friends. Surrender to your doom, Darwin!
When Gumball ended, it didn't really end. Instead, it left us dangling on one of the biggest cliffhangers in cartoon history. What if that big movie announcement, the cliffhanger that left fans on edge, and the endless speculation about the finale was all just the beginning? For years, fans have been waiting for the true ending of Gumball, the finale that would tie it all together, answer the mysteries, and give Elmore the send-off it deserves.
Where anything is possible.
But as we all know, the movie never came, and the final episode we got wasn't really a finale at all. But now, with the brand new Gumball series confirmed, fans are asking the question that refuses to die. Could the long-lost finale finally air within this new series? Today, we're diving into everything we know, the history of the missing finale, what creator Ben Bockley originally planned, the hints buried in old episodes, and how the revival might secretly be the true ending disguised as a continuation. And trust me, Gumballers, once you see the evidence, you'll never look at that cliffhanger the same way again. Let's get into it.
That's like 7 years worth of BO all released at once.
Maybe we should have showered?
The cliffhanger that never got resolved. To understand the obsession with Gumball's finale, we need to rewind to the ending of the amazing world of Gumball's 6th season. The final episode we got, The Inquisition, ends with a massive cliffhanger. Rob, trapped in the void, discovers a terrifying force that threatens to consume Elmore.
Bring them to me!
The credits roll as this force reaches out, and then nothing. No resolution, no movie, no conclusion. Fans were left speechless. For a show that had played with absurdity, comedy, and fourth wall breaking, it was shocking to see such a dark and unresolved ending. It felt incomplete, like we had just watched the first half of a finale that never came.
Sorry, Penny, and sorry to whoever you are.
Cartoon Network did confirm that a movie was planned to wrap up the story, but delays, network changes, and scheduling conflicts left it in limbo. Eventually, the project seemed to vanish into the void itself, and that's where the legend of the lost Gumball finale began. Oh no. The Lost Movie, what we were supposed to see. So, what exactly was the finale supposed to be? From interviews and leaks, we know that the Gumball movie would have picked up directly after the Inquisition.
To be honest, that last one wasn't so bad by comparison.
Wait, who was I talking about?
Rob would serve as the key to the story, pulling Gumball and the Wattersons into a confrontation with the Void itself. The Void, as established in the show, is where Cartoon Network hides mistakes, inconsistencies, and forgotten characters.
Thank you.
It's essentially the garbage bin of Gumball's reality. The finale would have revealed the true nature of Elmore, the purpose of the Void, and possibly even the programmer behind it all. In other words, it wasn't just going to be a funny send-off. It was going to recontextualize the entire series. The fact that this ending never aired is why so many fans feel like Gumball's story is unfinished.
Now, let's make some real content. And let me slap you on the butt with a moldy tortilla.
Fan theories about the ending. Without the official finale, fans filled in the blanks themselves. Some believe Rob would have redeemed himself, saving Elmore by sacrificing his life in the void. Others argue the finale would have revealed that Elmore was a simulation all along, a theory we've talked about before. Another popular theory, the finale was supposed to erase Elmore entirely.
Her whole house is gone. It's like the world folded in on itself again.
The Void would have consumed everything, and the series would end on a bittersweet note. The characters we loved existed only for a while, and then they were gone. No matter the interpretation, the central idea remains the same. Gumball's finale was going to be big, emotional, and final. And that's why fans still can't stop talking about it. Gumballers, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you're definitely snoozing. Smash the button right here and give the video a thumbs up.
Look, children. All the mistakes the world has ever made.
How the new series changes everything. Now here's where things really start to get exciting. The upcoming Gumball revival isn't being pitched as a reboot. It's not a soft reset, and it's definitely not some spin-off side story. From everything we know so far, it's being designed as a direct continuation of the original show. Which means one thing, the infamous cliffhanger from the Inquisition is still hanging over Elmore. And sooner or later, it has to be resolved. That single fact changes the entire conversation. Suddenly, the door is wide open for the long-lost finale to finally appear, not as some disconnected movie, but as an essential piece of the new series.
Because this deserves a much stronger cuss word than fiddlestick!
Think about it. Instead of dusting off an old script for a one-off film, the creators could weave the finale directly into the DNA of the revival. The first episodes could immediately pick up with Rob, tumbling deeper into the void, showing us what really happened after he was erased. Each step could slowly unravel the truth, guiding us toward the grand conclusion we were denied years ago.
It was given to me by the witness protection people when they moved me to Elmore for my own safety.
Why, Harry Kent?
And here's the genius part. By doing it this way, the finale doesn't just become closure, it becomes the hook. It gives fans a reason to rush back, to tune in from day one, because the promise of resolution is built into the foundation of the show itself. In other words, the revival isn't just more Gumball, it's the second chance we've all been waiting for.
Anais, where are you? Anais! Anais! Where are you?
The evidence hiding in plain sight. So the question is, do we actually have proof that the finale could finally air within the new series? Well, not direct proof. The creators haven't come out and said it flat out.
Yes?
Gumball did it!
But when you look closely, there are clues hiding in plain sight. And once you start connecting them, the picture gets a lot harder to ignore.
This might not be the best time to ask, but would you rather we call you Harry Gedges or Gary Hedges?
The continuity factor. Unlike most cartoons, The Amazing World of Gumball has always played the long game. This is not a show where every episode resets back to zero. Characters remember what's happened to them, consequences bleed into later episodes, and major ideas like the Void or Rob's obsession aren't just one-offs, they keep returning, stronger each time. That alone makes it unusual. And it also makes it impossible to just shrug off the Inquisition. Rob's fate isn't some random joke left hanging. It's a core plot thread, one the show was clearly building toward. If the new series wants to be a continuation, then ignoring it would feel like breaking its own rules. The creators' hints. Then there's what the people behind the show have said. Ben Bacalé, the creator himself, has dropped several hints that the revival isn't just more episodes, but a chance to pay off storylines that were set up years ago. And honestly, what storyline could be bigger than the finale that was written, teased, and then yanked away from us at the last minute? If you're going to fulfill a promise to the fans, that's the one you circle in red ink. That's the one people never stopped asking for.
Dude, it's been like 5 minutes.
I'd rather look good than see good.
The tone shift. Here's another clue most fans might have overlooked. The early descriptions of the revival mention bigger arcs and darker undertones. That's not just fluff. It means the show is deliberately being pitched as something with higher stakes than the original. And what darker cliffhanger exists than the Void swallowing Rob, with Elmore's entire reality at risk? It lines up almost too perfectly. The creators are practically telling us, yes, this time we're going deeper. The pattern of return. And here's one more thing people forget. Gumball has a track record of circling back to things long after you thought they were forgotten. Think of Banana Barbara's paintings suddenly making sense seasons later. Think of The Void itself, which first seemed like a throwaway idea but kept resurfacing. This is a show that plants seeds, sometimes years in advance, then waits until the right moment to pull the trigger. So what if the Inquisition wasn't abandoned at all? What if it was just another seed, planted at the very edge of cancellation, waiting for the revival to finally bloom?
Gumball, this game is like life!
The fan pressure. And let's not ignore this. The missing finale is one of the most talked about lost stories in modern animation. Fans never stop making noise about it. On forums, Reddit threads, YouTube videos, it's everywhere. Cartoon Network knows it. The studio knows it, the creators know it, and in today's entertainment world, fan demand is currency. If you're trying to relaunch a beloved series, what better way to win fans back instantly than by finally delivering the holy grail they've been begging for? Put all of this together, and it doesn't just suggest the finale could return, it almost feels inevitable, like it's been sitting there, waiting, hidden in plain sight, ready for the new series to bring it home. How the finale could be reimagined. Of course, the creators could also choose to rework the finale instead of delivering it exactly as planned. The Void storyline might still happen, but in a slightly altered form. Instead of one big movie, it could be a season-long arc where the Wattersons uncover the truth about their world piece by piece. This would allow the show to keep its episodic humor while still building toward a massive resolution. And let's be real, stretching the finale across multiple episodes could make it even more impactful than a single film.
Why is there witchy stuff hanging by the light?
Characters who hold the key. If the finale finally airs, certain characters are going to be absolutely crucial. Rob. He's the only one who's seen the Void up close, and his obsession with exposing the truth makes him central to the finale.
You can alter the paintings. You can change the future.
Only what's left.
Banana Barbara. Her paintings of the future strongly suggest she knows more than she lets on. She could be the one to guide Gumball toward the truth. The Void entities. Those creepy geometric shapes we saw in the Inquisition, they might be revealed as the true antagonists, or maybe as the system itself trying to protect its secrets. Gumball himself. Of course, the finale wouldn't be complete without Gumball realizing what's been happening around him all along. His growth from clueless troublemaker to reluctant hero would give the finale its emotional core.
Okay.
And I'm not jealous of Penny!
Dude, don't freak out. There's enough space in my life for the both of you.
The big question: end or continuation? If the finale does air in the new series, one big question remains. Will it truly be an ending or just the beginning of something bigger? One option is to finally close the book on Gumball. The finale airs, the mystery is resolved, and the story ends once and for all. But another possibility is that the finale transitions directly into a rebooted Elmore. Instead of ending, the show resets itself inside a new simulation or a new world, giving us fresh stories while acknowledging everything that came before. This would explain why the revival exists at all. It's not just more episodes, it's the aftermath of the finale.
If they seem this is the end for our kind, but your blood may contain the key.
The risk. What if they don't do it? Of course, there's always the possibility that the creators skip the finale entirely. They could ignore the cliffhanger, focus on new stories, and leave the Void unresolved. But here's the problem. Fans won't forget. The cliffhanger is too big, too iconic to simply brush aside. If the new series avoids it, the revival risks feeling hollow, like it's pretending the past never happened. That's why many believe the finale has to air in some form. Without it, Gumball will always feel unfinished.
Yeah, I think you pull it off.
I think you should pull it off.
Why this would be perfect fan service? Let's be honest, few fandoms are as dedicated as Gumball's. Years after the show ended, the community hasn't gone quiet. They're still creating theories, analyzing details most people miss, and keeping the conversation alive. That kind of loyalty is rare, and it deserves to be rewarded. Bringing the Lost finale into the new series would do exactly that. It delivers the ultimate payoff for fans who never stopped asking for closure. It redeems the unfinished ending of Season 6, turning frustration into satisfaction. It proves that the creators were listening, valuing the audience's passion enough to give them what they fought for. And most importantly, it reshapes Gumball's legacy. Instead of being remembered as the brilliant cartoon that almost struck the landing, it became the series that finished with intent, with weight, and with meaning. Not a show that fizzled out, but one that went out on its own terms.
It doesn't really matter if we're best friends, because you're a good friend, Tobias, and good is good.
So, could Gumball's finale finally air within the new series? The answer is yes. All the pieces are there. The cliffhanger that demands resolution, the creator's hints, the revival's darker tone, and the fan demand that refuses to fade. Whether it happens as a single epic episode, a season-long arc, or a reworked version of the original movie, one thing is certain: Gumball's story isn't finished. And maybe, just maybe, the revival is our chance to finally see the ending we were promised.
I'm sorry, but I don't fight for money. Violence is never the best solution.
So the next time you hear the theme song or watch Gumball and Darwin stumble into another ridiculous adventure, remember, somewhere out there, the finale is waiting. And when it finally arrives, it won't just be an ending. It'll be the closure fans have been dreaming about for years. Because in Elmore, nothing stays unresolved forever. Not even the finale. Gumballers, it's time to rep your favorite characters from the amazing world of Gumball. Tell me in the comment section, and I will reply to you with a fact you don't know about the character. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell if you haven't done so. As always, stay gumballing, stay jiggy,